Hey, it's Adam Wins, and this is the Winningest. Today, I want to talk about church. Okay, church. It's Sunday. I've been having church with my family all morning. We've been talking about all things related to wealth and wellness, primarily wellness, and secondarily wealth. As in we've got some events today to handle a little bit more of our wealth. The question I have for you and I want to present is really I had a long discussion with a religious minister yesterday. It was a text chat we had on, on the mobile phone yesterday. And one of the biggest things for me is that, I just want to know how you're being served by your church. Okay. Because I personally don't feel, and I've been a member of many churches. I've been a member of the Presbyterian Church. I've been a member of the Catholic Church. I can name more, but I'm not going to go into it. I do happen to have my doctorate in divinity, so I've actually studied since 1999. I've had my doctorate in divinity and studied a lot about religious practices. And the biggest thing that I noticed, or the biggest failure that I noticed in church and religion, and where it fails for most people, is simply that it's a one-way street. Okay. So and it's a one-way street, I mean, by financially, right? So you're always bringing money into the church. I've even had cases in Marco Island at their Presbyterian church there where I brought in food for a food donation campaign, and they wouldn't accept the food that I brought in because they said they only wanted money. They only wanted money. I brought them in food because it was a feed the homeless campaign or something of that nature. And those kind of things, they hit me right here in my heart. So I've always had, I've since 1999, I've been involved in the church with my own church in some manner. Okay. And I've always had a very close relationship to God. Okay. We'll get a lot more into all of that stuff in further episodes in the Church of Wealth and Wellness when we're talking about that. But today I want to kind of see where you're coming from and in what your church provides for you. Okay. And in what you're getting back from your church, because you're giving, and psychologically that giving, it makes you feel good. It makes you, oh, I feel like I did something. I gave some money to some homeless cause, and that is supposed to solve some problems. It really, maybe you feed somebody for one day. The problem that it really solves is it makes you feel better for that period of time because you got a big pat on your back and say, hey, I did something good. And the church just took your money. Whether they spend it on the homeless or not, I don't know. That's yet to be seen. I mean, there's a lot of things going around. You can do Google searches for yourself about, 90% of the money given to the Catholic Church. I mean, all those lawsuits for those bad priests, that payment comes from somewhere. And chances are it comes from your pocket. And to me, that's not the definition of what church should be. And that's why this is Sunday. This is church. This is the Globus Church of Wealth and Wellness. And, wealth should always be a two-way street, right? It's not just take. It's a give and take. So if you're not benefiting from what it is that's happening, and you're only giving, and your only benefit is that you feel good, so it's a losing scenario because all you're doing is pouring money into something. The church is getting wealthier. They're buying, new furniture. They're buying new microphones, new equipment. They're buying all this new stuff so they can get bigger and get more money from more people. And they do that by taking your money. So in my definition of what church really is, it's something that actually should teach you the principles of wealth. And not only should they teach you and educate you the principles of wealth and wellness, right? How to be happy, how to actually, have good relationships, how to have good health. So if they're not talking to you about health and they're not talking to you about wealth. And I mean, really talking to you about it, not saying, oh, we're all prosperous. All you have to do is, pray to Jesus and he's going to give you all this money and all this bullshit. No, I mean, real principles of mathematics and science, and have a real program for you to invest in. Like, does your church offer you a healthcare program? Nope. Do they offer you a wealth care program? Nope. They don't offer you the actual, even if they're great at giving you information. Let's say your church only talks about wealth. They got courses on it, and they got courses on, wellness and how to stay healthy and all these different things. If they don't give you a plan, there's only one other plan, and that's the education of those who don't have your best interest in mind. And I don't think most of the time that the actual church has your best interest in mind. And maybe it does. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. If your church is different, show me how it's different. If you went to church today and you came home with more money than you went with, prove it to me. Okay? If you went to church today and they had all organic food and they gave you lessons on what you should or shouldn't be eating. I mean, if they weighed you in and said, hey, buddy, you're overweight. Before you come through this door, we need to work on getting your health right. If that happened, bravo. Put it in the comments section. Tell me about it. I'm more than willing to hear about that. But for me, that's what church and that's what religion needs to be, because getting your finances right, that's religion. You have to do it religiously. Okay, you can't save once in a while. There's an epidemic of lack of savings. Okay, they're not telling you to lower your electricity bill. They're not telling you to do all these things. You're getting educated by, let's just take college for example. Okay, why do we have trillions of dollars of student debt? The actual educators of our entire society are educating the entire population to get into their debt scheme. Okay, that ain't helping them. Your actual educators are telling you to get in their debt scheme. Then you go to the church. So you got your student debt. You go to the church and they tell you, give 10% to God. I'm not against that, but I'm not necessarily saying the church is God. Okay. And you're giving all that money to church, and for what? Are they providing you a retirement plan? Does your church give you a retirement plan? I mean, they should actually intelligently invest that money. Yes, go and help as many unfortunate as you can. But first, help your own damn parishioners, help your own followers. How are you helping them better their finances? By telling them they're just going to get blessed and all this stuff is going to fall down in their lap and they're going to be successful? Abso-freaking-lutely not. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Okay? Yes, some people win the lottery, okay? But it's not you. You are not going to win the lottery, okay? You're not going to have a bucket of gold fall out of a rainbow and say, thank you, Jesus, for the damn money, okay? It's just never going to happen. So you need to religiously follow and get the right data. And that's what the Winningest Show is all about. It is the Church of Wealth and Wellness. Okay, this is your church. This is what you need to follow religiously to get the right information and get on the right programs. Okay, where when you're giving money, you're putting $1 in, and down the road you're getting $2 out. Okay, or $10 out. You're multiplying that money by learning compounding. Okay, the educational system that you guys are all hypnotized in. The universities, they're compounding you in the opposite direction. Okay, you got student loan that is compounding debt. Opposite. How do you gain? You compound debt here. Where you're compounding your money. Okay, you're not compounding the debt by giving it to someone else and making your debt grow and grow and grow till you're underwater. And that's why it's just a matter of education. You're getting miseducated. Okay, and also, it's not only about being the closer, being the sales guy, being the best system, or just go and make more money. That's all bullshit, okay? Because there are times when that doesn't happen. And if you haven't planned for those times, you're screwed, okay? So you need the education the wealth side. Okay, wealth is about saving, and it's about compounding in this direction right here. Okay, it's about saving here. It's about the education coming in here in the right stream, and it's about compounding here. It's not about compounding debt over there to the next guy and letting that next guy get rich. It's not about, where's your money at over there? It's not, you don't want your money to be over there. You want your money to be right here. Okay, and you want that to be compounding and growing. And there's a lot of ways that we can educate you and show you how to do that. And we even have programs to help you do that. That is the whole purpose of why I'm here, why I'm bringing you the best educational sources, and why we really have your best interest in mind. Okay, I mean, it is a fact that, prove me wrong. Please, prove me wrong. I'd love for you to prove me wrong. But if your church made you richer today, if your church made you money today, if your church taught you financial principles and then gave you a system in how to use what they taught you, if they gave you a system, here's how we use it, we apply it, okay? If they talked about your health today, if they did that, great. If they talked about your wellness, great. Did they provide you health care today? Did they? Did they provide you a plan where they're saving that money? Because an insurance company, which most of us aren't educated about, but it's just a freaking bank. You're giving the bank your money, and then they're paying and negotiating with the debtor, which is the hospital, which they're in bed with, okay? So if you don't own that insurance company, you're not a part of that insurance company, and you're not controlling how that money is spent and used, you ain't got it. They got it, and they're in control of it. And that money's going that way and compounding the wrong direction. You want it compounding this direction, okay? You always want it compounding for yourself. You always want to compound it for yourself. Giving all your money away to some guru who says he's going to teach you how to be the sales master, just come to my event for $5,000 or $10,000. Bull friggin' shit, okay? And the church who just says, just give us all your money, and Jesus, thank you, Jesus, is going to bless you with all this stuff. That's bullshit. It's a scam, okay? It is a frigging scam. Unless it's based on math and science, it doesn't work. Yes, okay? Are there supernatural forces and staying positive, is that going to help you be better in your life? Hell freaking yes. Is it the only answer? No. It's about this big. Okay, maybe this big. But at the end of the day, if you only stay positive and you only allow things to come into your life and you're only blessed by the grace of God, it's good. But you have to take the appropriate action and have the right data. If you're working on the bad data, it is never going to work. If you're working on the educational system, if you're working on the healthcare system, okay, and you're in those systems, and even the religious system, if you're working in those systems, which I believe everybody listening or watching is in one of those systems, and if you're not working in a system that's working for you, you're working in their system just to make them richer. And I don't believe that a church is built to make the community that it serves richer, okay? The principle is in the Quran. The principle is in the Bible. The principle is in the Old Testament, okay? It's in all religious beliefs about having good fiscal responsibility, about managing debt. It's about managing the money that you're given and what to do with it. It's about how to save it properly and grow it and compound it for you, okay? So this is the Church of Wealth and Wellness. This is the Winningest. I'm going to be bringing you more good data, really great data, because a lot of people get it, and that's why I bring you the Winningest, because they're the most successful, okay? And the reason they're most successful is because they operate by a different set of rules, okay? The reason Bill Gates is more successful than you, and he continues to grow his wealth, is because he operates on a different set of rules and beliefs than you do, okay? You're following the set of rules and beliefs that keeps you trapped, Okay. It's not, you're giving that guy money over there. Who knows? You're not compounding for yourself. And that's what the wealthy know. That's what the wealthy do. And we've got a system for you to provide it turnkey for you guys. Okay. And there's the education component, there's the system component, and we make it work. And at the end of the day, you just have to have patience and time and stay diligent. And you will succeed if you have a system and a formula. System and formulas do work. Okay. They do work amazingly, regardless of the economy, regardless of what happens, in the outside world. Those things do consistently work. Okay. And it's very important. And anybody that's got any disbelief of what I'm saying, I welcome you to challenge me, to prove me wrong. I mean, prove me wrong that you're getting better information from your insurance company, that the insurance company that's partnered with the pharmaceutical company that actually pays for the education and instills the education system of the doctors. And this is where you're getting your data from. Okay. So it's all about getting the right data. That's what the Winningest is about. It's about intelligent information. Okay. Hear that again. Intelligent information. The choice is always yours and how you act upon that. Okay. I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to give you a vehicle to actually compound it for yourself, because that's the only way you're going to get what you want. If you want wealth, if you want wellness, see, I got some new teeth here, make me lisp a little bit. So if you want wealth and you want wellness, the only way to get it is through you. Okay, so it's something that I can give you the right data. I'm going to point you in the direction. That's what this show is all about, pointing you in the direction of the data. And then the second thing is, simply put, is about action upon that and having the right system to follow for you. So this is Adam Wins, Church of Wealth and Wellness. Hope you got it. Hope you're getting it. Hope you're more interested. And, you're following along, because this is very valuable information that can and will change your life. Okay. And I'm not saying that miracles are impossible. I'm not saying that God is not the answer. What I'm saying is that you are the answer. And, God created everything. Part of that everything is you. So if you're part of that creator and you are that creator, it's up to you to take the action, to get the right data, and then to move forward upon that. Okay? So, Adam Wins, Church of Wealth and Wellness. Until next time, stay the winningest.